Mind-boggling. Like, shareholders have approved $1 trillion pay package for Elon Musk. Mind-boggling.
Tesla shareholders are set to vote on a new pay plan for CEO Elon Musk that could make him the first trillionaire. Musk has threatened to walk away from the company if he doesn't get what he wants. He is already listed as the world's richest man with a net worth of more than $500 billion, according to Forbes.
So what they are deciding on is he would get $1 trillion, but only if he meets certain milestones. So one would be about the market value of the company, and that's based on the share price, how much it's valued at. If he gets to $2 trillion, and then there's different sort of milestones all the way up to $8.5 trillion. There's no company out there that is worth $8 or anything above $5 trillion essentially at this point. Then there are other product milestones like 20 million electric vehicles sold. They're only at 8 million right now. So there's just lots of little things of incentives that, yes, they're voting on $1 trillion if he meets those, but that would also be really good for shareholders too.
Like, wasn't Aramco's ad after every over in Women's World Cup final irritating? What is special? LPG. Just asking.
Do you know the most profitable company in history? It's Saudi Aramco, one of the largest suppliers of oil to the world. Aramco now generates over $160 billion in profit each year. But how did it get started? In 1933, a concession agreement was signed between Saudi Arabia and the American Standard Oil Company of California, marking the birth of Aramco, which is short for Arab American Oil Company. Aramco discovered oil in substantial quantities at Dammam Well No. 7, or as it's affectionately known, Prosperity Well, in 1938. Over the years, Aramco grew and expanded, becoming the world's most valuable company and leading producer of oil. Today, Saudi Aramco stands as a testament to the vision and perseverance of the people who built it, a true titan of the oil industry.
Like, Zoran Mamdani, 34, Myra Nair's son, Democratic Socialist, got elected as mayor of New York. Trump fumed. By the way, Rama Duwaje, Zoran's wife, is called Princess Diana of USA. Just informing. In Mamdani's New York win, India's Nehru finds an echo. A moment comes, but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new. Zoran Mamdani told a jubilant crowd in New York on Wednesday, quoting India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's midnight speech of 1947, when the country awoke to freedom. When an age ends and the soul of a nation finds utterance. Tonight we step out from the old to the new, Mamdani continued. As Mamdani wrapped up his victory speech, the title track from the 2004 Bollywood hit Doom rang out across the hall, followed by Jay-Z and Alicia Keys' Empire State of Mind, now pulsing with new meaning as New York's first Indian origin mayor made history. Months earlier, Mamdani had turned Bollywood into campaign language, a nod to his South Asian roots. His mother is filmmaker Myra Nair, and his father, Mahmood Mamdani, a Ugandan-born scholar of Indian descent. On Instagram, he's recorded several messages in Hindi, often relying on playful imagery and dialogues from popular Bollywood films. Invoking India's first Prime Minister on Wednesday was a final flourish.
Meet Rama Duwaji, the wife of New York City's mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani. She's an accomplished artist and illustrator with work featured in The New Yorker. Duwaji met Mamdani on the dating app Hinge, and they married quietly at the city clerk's office in February of 2025. Unlike traditional political spouses, Duwaji chose not to campaign or speak publicly. Instead, she has expressed herself through art, posting a hand-drawn image of New York City's skyline on Instagram after Mamdani's win.
Is Zohran Mamdani, the mayor-elect of New York City, a big Bollywood fan? He played a Bollywood song after his victory speech. The song is the title track of the 2004 Bollywood blockbuster Dhoom, which many Indians grew up watching and rewatching. Mamdani also leaned into his Indian heritage by quoting a historic speech by India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru.
Words of Jawaharlal Nehru. A moment comes but rarely in history when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends and when the soul of a nation long suppressed finds utterance.
This was Nehru's Tryst with Destiny address, which he delivered on the eve of India's independence in 1947. Mamdani will be New York's youngest mayor in more than a century and the first Muslim one when he takes office on January 1st.
I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist. And most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this.
Mamdani's mother, Meera Nair, is an award-winning filmmaker whose works include Monsoon Wedding and Mississippi Masala. Mamdani highlighted a lot of his Indian heritage in his viral campaign videos. But the Indian government didn't officially react to his win. While Mamdani's embrace of his Indian and Muslim identity won him support, his past remarks about Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, whom he's publicly called a war criminal, have angered many.
Like, why did J.D. Vance, US VP, declare that his children are Christian despite Hindu wife? J.D. Vance was also criticized for his hug for Erica Kirk, widow of Charlie Kirk.
Now, most Sundays, Usha will come with me to church. As I've told her, and I've said publicly, and I'll say now in front of 10,000 of my closest friends, do I hope eventually that she is somehow moved by the same thing that I was moved in by church? Yeah, I honestly do wish that, because I believe in the Christian gospel, and I hope eventually my wife comes to see it the same way.
Erica Kirk and U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance are making headlines after they shared an unusual hug at a Turning Point USA event. Weeks ago, Erica hosted a memorial for her husband, far-right activist Charlie Kirk, drawing in nearly 90,000 people, and featuring pyrotechnics and music, putting her under scrutiny, with critics saying the event seemed more like a rally than funeral. Now, as the Turning Point USA's new CEO, she took the stage at a university event to introduce Vance with an emotional tribute.
No one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight. He's an amazing man.
Then came the hug that captured everyone's attention. A long embrace, his hands on her waist, her fingers in his hair. Vance was already in the spotlight over major cuts he's pushing to curb legal immigration. But the internet is now focused on that intimate embrace. And a comment he made about the religion of his wife, who comes from an Indian immigrant family.
Like, Trump dubbed Nancy Pelosi, ex-speaker, an evil old woman. Too bad.
Today we have broken the marble ceiling. Let's hear it for the children. We're here for the children.
You've announced yourself as the front runner, in fact, have you not?
Well, every poll indicates that I am. Our support is strong, it's identified, it's steady, and it's mine. It was very difficult for us to go to China and accept from the regime the statement that Tiananmen Square really didn't happen. Unilateral use of force without first exhausting every diplomatic remedy will be harmful to our war on terrorism.
You have called your Republican colleagues immoral, corrupt. You say they're running a criminal enterprise.
Well, actually, when I called them those names, I was being gentle.
The first president to begin the State of the Union message with these words: Madam Speaker.
We need to stabilize the markets. We need to protect the taxpayers. We'll pole vault in. If that doesn't work, we'll parachute in, but we're going to get healthcare reform passed.
It's not easy for her to talk right now.
Please don't characterize the strength that I bring to this meeting.
That was not a state of the union. That was his state of mind. I'm going to punch him out and I'm going to go to jail and I'm going to be happy. There's no point in saying good morning because it certainly is not one.
He has said firmly this week he is going to run. Do you want him to run?
I want him to do whatever he decides to do. We have to encourage women to run. Not only should they be here, they are needed to be here.
I thought she was terrible. I think she's an evil woman. I'm glad she's retiring. I think she did the country a great service by retiring. I think she was a tremendous liability for the country. I thought she was an evil woman who did a poor job, who cost the country a lot in damages and in reputation. I thought she was terrible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
There was a huge public outrage when there was a sexual assault in public on Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. Terrible.
Si esto le hacen a la presidenta, pues ¿qué va a pasar con todas las jóvenes mujeres en nuestro país? Vivo este episodio de acoso, realmente. En el momento realmente estaba yo hablando con otras personas, no me doy cuenta de inmediato, llega Juan José, que es quien coordina todo el equipo de ayudantía, lo mueve y hasta después que veo los videos me doy cuenta pues de lo que realmente ocurrió, porque pues estoy hablando con mucha gente, sí sentí obviamente la cercanía de este personaje, estaba, repito, totalmente alcoholizado, no sé si drogado, y mi reflexión es, si no presento yo delito, además de que es un delito, pues en qué condición se quedan todas las mujeres mexicanas. Presenté denuncia, resulta que esta persona después estuvo acosando a otras mujeres, ahí mismo en esa calle, entonces está detenido esta persona. Es un tema de dignidad de las mujeres y de reconocimiento de nuestros derechos. Publicamos una cartilla de derechos de las mujeres y tiene que ver con eso. Y es un asunto de defensa de todas las mujeres mexicanas.
Hasan Jahan, cricketer Mohammad Shami's estranged wife, has moved Supreme Court to increase maintenance of rupees 4 lakh per month she is getting for her and daughter. Supreme Court has issued notice.
जी शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह ताला का बहुत बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ मैं कि इतनी लंबी लड़ाई लड़ने के बाद एक बहुत बड़ी जीत मिली है मुझे, और इसके सारे श्रेय जो है हमारे ऑनरेबल जस्टिस अजय कुमार मुखर्जी सर को जाता है। मैं बहुत थैंकफुल हूँ कि उन्होंने अपनी कृपा दृष्टि मेरे ऊपर और मेरी बच्ची पे दिया और हमारे फ्यूचर को सिक्योर किया। और इस जिद्दोजहद की लड़ाई में अगर मुझे इम्तियाज़ अहमद, हमारे एडवोकेट जो हैं, इम्तियाज़ भाई अगर हमारा साथ ना देते, अगर इतनी लॉयलिटी के साथ और दिलेरी के साथ अगर नहीं वो लड़ते, मूव नहीं करते, तो शायद मैं ये विक्ट्री मैं हासिल नहीं कर पाती। तो इसके लिए मैं बहुत थैंकफुल हूँ, मुझे बहुत खुशी है और मुझे अच्छा भी लग रहा है कि अब इंशाअल्लाह ताला मैं अपनी बच्ची को अच्छी एजुकेशन और उसकी लाइफ को इजीली मेंटेन कर पाऊंगी।
ये जो आप लोगों का इंटरिम मेंटेनेंस का अमाउंट जो मिला है, पहले भी मिलता था, वो कम था, अभी बढ़ा है जी। इस अमाउंट से आप सेटिस्फाइड है पूरी तरह?
अगर हम देखें तो शमी अहमद जो लाइफ लीड करता है, जो स्टेटस वो मेंटेन करता है, जो उसकी अर्निंग है, उस हिसाब से ये अमाउंट कुछ भी नहीं है। और हमने जो अमाउंट हमने कोर्ट से अप्लाई किया था तो वो अमाउंट 10 लाख थे और वो 7-7.5 साल पहले के डिमांड की हुई अमाउंट थी वो। तो उस हिसाब से अभी महंगाई भी बढ़ गई है, शमी अहमद की इनकम भी बढ़ गया है और शमी अहमद जो स्टेटस से लाइफ लीड करेंगे वो मुझे और मेरी बेटी को भी हक है, राइट है वही स्टेटस मेंटेन करने के लिए, तो उस हिसाब से ये अमाउंट अच्छी है लेकिन कम है।
तो क्या और बढ़ाने के लिए आपकी कोई अपील होगी कोर्ट में?
मैंने सोचा तो है, अब मैं अपने लीगल एडवाइजर्स मिस्टर इम्तियाज भाई और दीपक जी हैं, मृगांको मिस्त्री हैं, इन लोगों ने मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट किया, थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगी मैं इन तीनों को, और इन लोगों से एडवाइस लेकर ही मैं
तू भी क्या याद रखेगा, जाहिर ने तेनू छोड़ दिया, जाना झन झन तू भी क्या याद रखेगा, जाहिर ने तेनू छोड़ दिया। ऐसे ना जाओ पिया, ऐसे ना जाओ पिया, जुड़ी है राहें सारी तुझसे मेरी। ऐसे ना जाओ पिया, ऐसे ना जाओ पिया, जुड़ी है राहें सारी तुझसे मेरी। जाना जाना तू भी क्या याद रखेगा, जाहिर न तेनू छोड़ दिया।
Like, Hollywood star Anthony Hopkins gave a lengthy interview on turning 90, called it 50 years of sobriety. A candid interview.
Do you have any regrets?
No. Don't have time to regret. We move on, because we are acceptable for what we are, not what we think we should be. I'm accepted in myself by what I am, but not as I think I should be, because that's a lie. I'm a sinner, I'm an old sinner. I've done some bad things, I've done some good things. So, you just forgive yourself and move on.
You have a reputation for acting by instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, actually, I suppose I'm a method actor.
Yeah, but you deny that, don't you?
I am a method actor, really. I have my own personal method.
Yeah.
But what I've simplified it now, and I absorb the text. I sort of absorb the text, take it in.
The script tells you what?
Well, the script is the script. I mean, all the information I need is the lines that have been written by Bill Nicholson or Shakespeare or whoever he is. There, put it into the computer, which is up here, which we all have, is the computer, and program it, put it in there, let it cook, let it gestate, and then when you turn up on the set or the stage or wherever you're going to rehearse or shoot the film or whatever, relax. That's the most important thing to program yourself, is to relax and say, okay, no deep meditation, but say, okay, I'm relaxed. And then come on, and when they say action, let the part play through you. And I find that is for me, the most surprising thing is that the character plays through you, through your instrument, your body, your mind, your psyche, and it filters through you and will take its own course. And what the fun I get out of it is, the real fun is never knowing what's going to happen next. And even on stage, if you're repeating a performance, you're not quite sure what's going to happen next. And I think that's what you have to do with the other actors. Keep it fluid all the time.
Like, a 3-part series produced by Kim Kardashian on Elizabeth Taylor titled, Rebel Superstar, is making waves.
Her life was bigger than any film. More controversial, more drama, more love, more passion.
She knew just the power that she had. She knew her worth.
She was like, I can do this, and she pushed herself in a way that she'd never been pushed before.
She loved being in movies, but Elizabeth's childhood was stolen.
She was the beautiful Hollywood star, but she was so much more than that.
When other people are telling you where and what your worth and value is, it can be quite constricting, it can be exhilarating.
If people want to hear something from me, okay, you're gonna hear it.
Once you signed a contract with the studio, they really owned you.
To the studio system, she is a commodity. Everything about her life was public. She created celebrity the way that we see it now.
Nobody got paid $1 million in those days. $1 million for an actor? Unheard of.
It was the biggest scandal ever.
Their behavior just kind of stoked the flames of constant fanatical media scrutiny. It was decided that an intervention would be necessary.
Fame on that level, most of us wouldn't survive.
She had some kind of magic. She was magical. I mean, she liberated women.
She stood up for her friends with quite a bit of courage. She died a hero.
I thought, wait a minute, instead of resenting it, I'll use my fame. It's not who you are to the world, it's who you are to yourself.
For years and years, she was the most famous person in the world.
She literally is the modern day everything. She's just the blueprint.
I don't think I'm reckless, but I am fearless.
And finally, can you tell me whether "who cares" is a statement or question?
Just arrived at the party. Everybody's looking lonely. Grab me a drink just to fit in. Not into liquor, so this drink could be kicking in. Who cares? 'Cause I'm not here for them. Feel the awakening, I can feel it rushing in. Who cares? Or see I'm troubling, 'cause they see freedom, I hate feeling boxed in. I came here to dance, dance. I may look like a fool, but I don't care. I came here to dance, dance. I may look like a fool, but I don't care. I came here to dance.
Lazy Bee. The 8th of November, 2025.